I cheated on my boyfriend, I admit it, but what he did to me was too cruel. Hi everyone. I never thought I'd end up writing something like this, but I don't know what to do or who to tell without being judged. I guess here I can vent a bit. I'm 25 and my ex-boyfriend Eber is 26. We were together for just over 4 years, practically living together, and until a few months ago, I swore we'd get married. But everything fell apart, and yes, I admit it, I was the one who ruined the relationship. I was unfaithful. I know there's no excuse for infidelity. I'm aware it's wrong, but I want to tell my side because I feel it wasn't as simple as she cheated, he's the victim. There are things behind it that led me to act that way. I'm not trying to fully justify myself, but explain how I got there. Eber is incredibly hardworking. Always has been. When we met, he was the type full of dreams, wanting to start a business. Fearless. He won me over because he was fun, thoughtful, and always made me feel special. The first years were beautiful. We went out a lot, laughed at everything, traveled even to nearby towns, and felt like a team. But about 1.5 years ago, things changed. Eber started a business with a friend and got more and more involved. At first, I was proud of him for building a future for us, but it became almost obsessive. He started long workdays, leaving early, coming home late, exhausted. I'd try waiting for dinner together, but he'd often have no appetite and go straight to bed. No more long talks, no weekend plans. If I suggested going out, he'd say he was tired or had work tomorrow. I tried talking several times, saying I felt lonely, missed him, needed a couple hours for us. He'd listen but say it was temporary, a sacrifice for a better life, like buying a house in a year if it went well. Sounds nice on paper, but in reality, I felt like I had no partner. Gradually, I stopped sharing my life because he wasn't listening or too tired to care. When I'd say I had a bad day at work, he'd just say, "Hang in there, it'll pass," and check emails on his phone. I felt invisible. That's when I met Marco. He's a friend of a friend, and we started talking at a birthday party. Casual at first, just conversation. But I noticed he was interested in what I said, made me laugh, asked about me. In weeks, we were messaging on social media. I knew I was crossing a line, but it felt harmless, like getting back the attention I craved. With Eber, it was all work, stress, money issues. With Marco, fun, flirting, feeling desired again. Soon, messages turned physical. The first time with Marco was guilt mixed with adrenaline. I told myself it was wrong but felt alive. It was temporary, just venting. Eventually, Eber and I would be fine, and I'd stop seeing Marco. But I didn't. The affair lasted months. It was my secret, excitement amid a routine killing me inside. Horrible to say, but I became dependent on that double life. Sometimes I'd think of ending things with Eber. If I'm doing this, better leave and stop hurting him. But I feared losing him. I loved him somehow, the idea of what we were and could be if he stabilized. So I kept cheating, despising myself more in the mirror each time. It all collapsed 3 months ago. Not sure if intuition or coincidence, but Eber suspected. First, he said I seemed distant, not myself. Then asked if there was someone else. I denied it. One day, while I showered, he checked my phone. Found chats with Marco, photos, undeniable messages. When I came out, he was on the bed with my phone. His face, unforgettable. Not yelling, crying, or angry, just broken. Asked if true. Couldn't deny. Said yes. There was someone. Happened multiple times. What followed was my harshest argument ever. He couldn't believe it. While he killed himself working for our future, I betrayed him. I tried explaining loneliness, missing him, needing attention. He repeated if so unsatisfied. Could have ended it instead of cheating. I cried, knelt, begged forgiveness, useless. That night, he left and didn't return. Days later, came back for things. Said relationship over, never wanted to see me. Everything changed. At first, thought clean break, each move on. But no. After Eber left, thought worst over. Thought he'd hate silently, we'd resume lives over time. Wrong. What came was more painful. First blow. Mom called crying. Eber went to parents' house, told all, showed proof of infidelity. Mom asked if true, didn't know what to say. Humiliating. But not only. Hours later, grandparents called, very religious. Grew up where respect is serious. Grandma said never imagined a good girl like me doing this. Grandpa harsher, dishonored family. Aunts, cousins, college friends message, disappointment or criticism. Dana, almost married, had to ruin it. Thought you perfect couple. Can't believe you'd do this. Devastated. Too ashamed to reply. Opened, closed messages. Thought that'd end it. But Eber went further. Days later, messaged screenshots of Facebook profile I'd never seen. Mauricio's. Didn't recognize name, but photos. Marco a fair guy. But not Marco. Mauricio husband. Father of 2 young kids. Life I knew nothing of. Photos with wife. Kids' birthdays. Christmas family pics. All he'd said about being single. Work focus, lies. Realized Marco, false identity. Facebook he gave me. Second life. Fake profile to seem single. Curated posts credible. Fake name. Story everything. When Eber showed, felt breathless. Not just betrayed Eber, but with married man unknowingly. Eber didn't stop. Sent wife all. Chats, my photos, meetup plans. That night, she messaged, pain hate. Hoped I happy destroying family. Insulted, called repulsive. Said kids grow with separated parents because of me. Replied only, so sorry, never knew husband married. No reply. Hours later, Mauricio furious. Wife kicked him out. Divorce starting, likely lose house. Didn't want see me, don't contact. My fault life ruined. Didn't know what think. Yes, chose cheat Eber, but truly unaware Mauricio married/kids. Felt betrayed. He seemed honest at least. Actually, double life, I unknowing part. But Eber's way cruel, didn't care Mauricio/family. Said if lost wife, his problem, no one forced cheat, deserve consequences. Eber exposed not just my infidelity, destroyed my illusion Marco real, stripped remaining dignity. Parents look different, grandparents no visits, friends distanced. Days, stable life to everyone pointing. Know I started it, but can't help feel Eber cruel ensuring no one defended. But heaviest, been with someone pretending, lied from start I believed. Hard accept Marco never existed, just Mauricio's character for double life. Since, world crumbled. Lost Eber Marco, family/friends trust. Try convince deserve consequences, but think crueler than imagined. After Mauricio/Marco fallout and Eber exposing, thought worst over. Wrong. Next, direct hit to professional life, any stability left. Worked graphic designer at local clothing sales company. Stable, well paid, Eber helped get it. Uncle owned, Eber vouched. Never imagined he'd interfere professionally, use contact hurt. First months, lucky. Own space, catalogs, social campaigns, promo. Built rep, thought dedication lead bigger projects. Changed after Eber learned infidelity, got revenge. Not immediate, gradual odd looks, colleagues avoiding, then HR called, fired. Severance, no details. Didn't understand, performance good. Truth, Eber pulled strings, talked uncle, ensured firing. All professional achievements crumbled days. Worst, didn't stop. Uncle's business contacts, other city firms needing design, somehow all got unofficial warning on conduct/reputation. Devastating. Every resume call immediate rejections. No one hired. Trapped. Past followed everywhere. Like Eber planned perfect isolation, no options. Blame self, yes, but deep rage at him. If not neglected, given attention, better communication, never sought Mauricio, no infidelity. Wouldn't pay for loneliness/frustration act. But Eber ensured suffering beyond imagination. Days passed, loneliness unbearable. Friends stopped calling. Parents neutral but disappointed looks, like not same person. Grandparents ignored. Alone, guilt circling, life ruined. Job humiliation hardest, each rejection stab. New skills good, could thrive anywhere, but industry closed doors. Penalized morally, shouldn't affect career. Recall interview at ad firm for local clothing brands. Cordial start, portfolio review, but mentioned prior job, tone shifted. Interviewer apologetic, heard comments on behavior, prefer not hire. Felt exposed, humiliated, betrayed. Every rebuild step blocked by Eber's shadow/intervention. Impotence consumed. Stayed home, checking non-calls/emails, wondering if ever work field proof skills. Meanwhile lost, Eber relationship rep, haunted. Blamed Eber intensely, hated/feared. If present, connected, none happened. Wouldn't seek Mauricio, betray trust, lose all. Assumed infidelity guilt, but job/social collapse direct from his meddling. Isolation grew. Jobless, friendless, unsupportive family, farther from former self. Self-esteem bottomed. Couldn't stop. Started simple, lonely, needed attention/affection. Sought elsewhere versus talk Eber. But Eber didn't distance/break, ensured world knew. Worst, not punishing me, destroyed career, ruined job life, indelible mark. Tried rebuild, professional networks, small firms, freelance, anything active. But interviews/contacts, rumors of inappropriate behavior/questionable conduct, doors shut. Considered move city, start over, limited resources, terrifying. Wondered how far Eber went. Necessary destroy life. Felt achievements swept second. Family humiliation, social rejection, career destruction. Too much. Now alone. Jobless, no close friends, no partner. Trapped in infidelity guilt, desperation recovering losses. Sometimes think, if Eber attended, not left emotionally alone, none. Happy job, relationship continued, no devastating consequences. Saddest, initial errors mine, but handling exceeded reasonable punishment. Destroyed career via influence, closed forever doors, left unimaginable solitude. Live with it, every affection/company decision turned total disaster. Hurts admit, rage at him mixes self-guilt. Personal error chained consequences ruining all, relationship, job, reputation.